The Biden administration just announced an ambitious goal of cutting homelessness by 25% in the next 2 years. This all comes along with a new report from the Department of Housing and Urban Development. Data released today shows that here in the Bay Area, homelessness increased during the pandemic in Contra Costa, Alameda, and Santa Clara counties. Meanwhile, San Francisco saw a drop.
President Biden's so-called all-in plan spells out what he says needs to be done to bring those numbers further down. But would it work here? Our John Ramos asked some people who would know.
In a place like San Francisco, homelessness is not a problem, it is the problem. So we asked some people who deal with it on a daily basis what they think could be done that would make a major difference. The Tenderloin is a place that many fear and point to as an example of what's wrong with San Francisco. But Jennifer Friedenbach has worked here for 27 years and sees it very differently.
Well, I've never been scared of the Tenderloin because everybody looks out for each other. So everybody knows each other. People are really, this is like a really caring community.
Jennifer is executive director of the Coalition on Homelessness and says if the federal government is looking for solutions to homelessness, they should start by looking in the mirror.
This is our second episode of mass homelessness since the early 1980s. And it was caused by massive cuts to housing at the federal level. And so in order to end homelessness, you need to restore that funding and make sure that folks who can't afford their rent get subsidies.
Those subsidies would come in the form of Section 8 vouchers that unhoused people could use to cover the difference in cost of rent, making it possible to compete for a place to live. It's a suggestion most homeless advocates agree with, including Ray Bramson with Destination Home, a housing nonprofit in Santa Clara County.
These are rental subsidies that can get in the hands of people and provide them with a place that they can afford to call home for a long period of time. I think we haven't seen a deep investment in housing vouchers in this country for some time. There was money in the Building Back Better initiative. Unfortunately, that fell by the wayside. If we had a deep investment in that resource, there's a chance we could get thousands and thousands of people off our streets locally.
But just as important as getting people off the streets is making sure they never end up there in the first place. Biden's all-in proposal emphasizes prevention as one of the key pillars to finding solutions. Kevin Zwick, the CEO of United Way Bay Area, says it makes practical sense to help people before they end up in a crisis.
So this focus, putting equal attention to prevention, to getting upstream, is a great solution because it's a faster solution, it's more cost effective, and we have great nonprofit on the ground working with cities and counties that know how to do this.
Jennifer runs one of those nonprofits and is keeping a positive attitude that the government is serious this time.
I am a sucker for having my heart broken, so I'll have my hopes up that they'll actually invest.
They say hope is not a strategy, but feeling hopeless may be what's keeping us where we are now.
John tells us there's an estimated 10,000 homeless people in San Francisco alone, and new data released last week shows there are now more than 582,000 unhoused people nationwide.